In the airway.
Tilt head, lift chin.
B. Breathing.
Check for breathing. If there's no breathing, give 2 gentle breaths. Cover baby's nose and mouth. Blow. Blow.
Now C. Circulation.
Check the circulation by feeling for the pulse on the baby's arm. If you find a pulse, continue giving breaths until help arrives. If you cannot find a pulse, give 5 chest compressions, followed by tilting the head and giving 1 gentle breath. Find the finger position. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Tilt head, lift chin, blow. Find finger position. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Tilt head, lift chin, blow. Don't forget, if you're alone, stop after the first minute to call 911. Continue giving cycles of 5 chest compressions and 1 gentle breath until breathing or pulse resume, or until help arrives. Stop and check breathing and pulse every couple of minutes. If you find a pulse, but there's no breathing, continue giving breaths until help arrives. Continue giving breaths until help arrives. If you cannot find a pulse and there's no breathing, continue the ABCs.
If the breathing resumes, lay the baby down on its side to recover.
Remember, all you need to know is when to call 911.
If someone is with you, have them call 911 immediately. If you're alone, call 911 after about 1 minute of the ABCs.
Which are A. Airway, B. Breathing, C. Circulation.
Okay, I've got it.
What about you? Leave your VCR in play mode and push rewind to the beginning of the segment with heart number 7 in the upper corner.
Then replay this section following along with your mannequin until you master the skills and sequence.
When you think you've got it, pause the video and try to do the sequence on your own.
We'll see you back here when you're ready to move on.
That's it. Simple as A, B, C.
You've just learned CPR and rescue breathing for babies.
If you need more practice, check the learning guide for more scenarios you can practice on your own.
Now let's look at another situation where the baby is conscious and choking. If your baby's cry is weaker than normal, or the baby is gasping for air, that means the baby is choking.
The airway is obstructed and you must clear it.
Here's what to do.
Do it along with Deborah using your mannequin.
Pick up the baby and place it face down across your forearm.
With the head lower than the body.
Like this.
Always support the baby's head and neck with one hand. Use the heel of your other hand to give up to 5 blows between the shoulder blades.
Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, make sure you're holding the baby firmly as you turn it over. Face up, keeping the head lower than the body.
Find the spot in the middle of the chest below the nipple line.
Using 2 fingers only, give up to 5 chest thrusts right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Repeat the cycle of 5 back blows followed by 5 chest thrusts until the object comes out and normal breathing resumes.
Are you following along with your mannequin?
If the baby becomes unconscious, start doing the ABCs for 1 minute and then call 911.
Okay, I've got it. What about you?
Leave your VCR in play mode and push rewind to the beginning of the segment with heart number 8 in the upper corner.
Then replay this section following along with your mannequin until you master the skills and sequence.
When you think you've got it, pause the video and try to do the sequence on your own.
We'll see you back here when you're ready to move on.
Next, we'll look at one last choking situation in which an infant may be unconscious. You found an unconscious baby, shook their shoulder, called out loud, and started your ABCs.
First, A, open the airway.
Tilt head, lift chin.
B, breathing.
Check breathing. Look, listen, and feel for breathing for 5 seconds. If the baby's not breathing, give 2 gentle breaths. See if the chest rises. Cover baby's nose and mouth. Blow. Blow. If the chest does not rise, retilt the baby's head back to make sure the airway is open and give 2 breaths again.
If the chest still is not rising, the airway may be blocked.
Here's how to clear the airway so you can get breaths into that baby.
Pick the baby up and hold it face down across your forearm. Support their head and neck, keeping the head lower than the body.
Use the heel of your other hand to give up to 5 back blows between the shoulder blades.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Turn the baby face up, keeping the head lower than the body. Use 2 fingers to give chest thrusts. Find the finger position. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
After 5 chest thrusts, put the baby down. Open the baby's mouth. Place your thumb on the tongue and grasp the jaw and lift. Look into the baby's mouth for any obstruction.
If you can see the obstruction, use your hooked index finger to gently sweep the object out of the baby's mouth.
Careful not to push it in deeper. If you don't see the obstruction, continue the cycle of trying to give 2 breaths. Retilt the head and give 2 more breaths. Then pick the baby up. Give 5 back blows, 5 chest thrusts, then check for the obstruction. Continue until the airway is cleared and your breaths go in, or until help arrives. If the airway is cleared and your breaths go in, continue with the ABCs. Stop to check breathing and pulse every couple of minutes. And remember, if you're alone and the obstruction is not removed after 1 minute, stop to call 911.
And if at any time the breathing resumes, lay the baby on its side to recover. Okay, I've got it. What about you?
Leave your VCR in play mode and push rewind to the beginning of the segment with heart number 9 in the upper corner.
Then replay this section following along with your mannequin until you master the skills in sequence.
When you think you've got it, pause the video and try to do the sequence on your own.
We'll see you back here when you're ready to move on. And that's it. Easy as ABC.
You've just learned choking rescue for babies. Now let's review what you've learned. Try to demonstrate the CPR and choking rescue skills for babies using your mannequin before we show you the answers. When do you call 911? If someone is with you, have them call 911 immediately while you start rescue efforts.
If you're alone, it's crucial to start rescue efforts first and continue for about a minute even before you call 911.
Demonstrate giving rescue breaths. Tilt head, lift chin, below. Clear airway for a conscious choking baby. Repeat the cycle of 5 back blows followed by 5 chest thrusts until the object comes out and normal breathing resumes. Very good.
Congratulations.
No matter what age segment you've learned, those are the essential skills you'll need to help save a life.
Remember that some action is better than none.
In an emergency, do something. Call for help and do the ABCs.
CPR. It buys time until professional help arrives.
A valuable tool to reinforce your confidence or assist in an emergency is the CPR Prompt Rescue and Practice Aid. With the push of a button,
CPR. Do a cycle of 15 compressions and 2 breaths. Measure up from chest notch. Start compressions. Press.
It'll take you through the procedures you've learned for each age group, step by step.
For scenarios you can practice on your own, refer to the supplemental learning guide that came with this system.
You'll find important information in the learning guide, including information on prevention, how to avoid some emergencies.
For example, heart attacks have beginnings.
You'll find out how to recognize the early warning signs of heart attack and stroke,
And learn tips on how to make your family activities safer for your children.
including ways to child-proof your home,
For any questions you have about special situations,
like what to do if a pregnant woman is choking.
you'll find the answers in the learning guide.
Most importantly, if you do find yourself in an emergency, remember that you're not alone.
Others will be there to help. The 911 dispatchers, the paramedics, the medical professionals at the hospital.
All parts of the chain of survival.
But you are the most important link in that chain.
So practice by watching this video often.
Or get a CPR prompt rescue and practice aid. If you have more questions or need our help, call toll-free 1-888-SAVE-LIFE with any questions or requests for information.
That's 1-888-728-5433.
Thanks for being with us.
And don't forget to practice.